guys, we're going to go ahead and do the math page for Thursday, May 14th. So this is it says lesson 6.8 up at the top. Okay, in our first math box, we have a graph for Alex's reading log, and it says, how many more books did Alex read in week 4 than in week 1? Well, when I look down here, I see week 4, and then if I follow the bar graph up, it comes to this line, and I can see that he read 5 books in week 4. Then when I look in week 1, I can see that he only read 1 book. Now remember, when we have how many more, that is a clue that I'm going to be using subtraction, okay? So how many more in week 4? Well, in week 4, he read 5 books. So I'll write that right there, and I know that when I'm thinking how many more, it's subtraction. When I look in week 1, he read 1 book, okay? And I know that 5 minus 1 is 4. And we can also think of it this way. Well, in week 1, he read 1 book, okay? Well, how many more does he have to do to get up to 5? And so that I could count 1, 2, 3, 4 to get up to the 5 that he read in week 4. So I can think of it that way as well, okay? Ali had, actually I think this is going to be Ali. Ali had 35 cents and then found 40 cents. How much money does he have in all? Fill in the diagram and write a number model. Well, this is a part total. So remember, we take 2 parts to find a total. Okay, well, the first part, he had 35 cents. So I'm going to write 35 cents here. Then he found 40 cents. Well, that's my other part. So I'm going to write 40 cents there. Now we need to find the total. Okay, so our number model needs to include this question mark. So for part total, we take our first part, if we know it, 35, plus our second part, which is 40, equals, well, we're looking for the total, so that's our question mark. So I'll have you solve that to find out how much money he has in all. What number do the base 10 blocks show? Okay, think about what each of these flats is worth, and then we've got 2 cubes. So write down the number for me there. Which number is 10 less than 301? Circle the correct answer. So remember, we're looking for 10 less. So you want to focus on that tens place, but I already see that I don't have any tens there. So I want you to think about what are you going to need to do if you don't have any tens in the tens place, but you need to take 10 away, okay? Give that one some thought. We did a couple of these last week and see what you can come up with for that one. The store sold 20 shirts on Tuesday. It sold more on Wednesday. It sold 42 shirts in all. How many did it sell on Wednesday? Well, is this a part total? No, because it's not asking us, it's not telling us that they sold 20 on one day and 42, and then how many did they sell in all? We know how many they sold in all. So we know that they had sold 20 shirts on Tuesday, okay? And we know that they sold some more, but do we know how many? No, so that's where our question mark is gonna go. And then we know that it sold 42 shirts in all. So I already know my in all is 42. So we need to find what this missing number is, okay? So if we had 20, how many more would they need to get up to 42? I'm gonna see if you guys can come up with that one on your own, okay? Write a number model and solve. Anne's arm span is 48 inches. Remember, we measured our arm spans when we spread our arms out and then measured them. Belle's arm span is 60 inches. How much longer is Belle's arm span than Anne's? Okay, well, we've got our numbers, but we need to know whether we're adding or subtracting, okay? When I see how much longer, that right there tells me what I'm gonna need to do. So what am I gonna do here? If I'm asking how much longer, that tells me that I'm going to subtract, okay? Now, I'm gonna write a subtraction mark over there. I wanna see if you can tell me what my number model would be for that, okay? We know that we're gonna subtract, okay? So you give that one a shot, see if you can come up with the number model and then solve it, okay? So I'm gonna have you pause your video to do your work, and then we'll go over the answers together when we come back. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and go over the answers. So up here, we actually did this one, but I never wrote the answer up there. So For the answer to how many more books did Alex read in week 4, he read 4 more books than he did in week 1. So I just never wrote that answer up there. Okay, part total. We did our number model.